into our into our
What's
into our
up, everybody?
capacity. Hundreds and hundreds of employees in the organization are banding together, working around the clock to make this possible. Something that did not exist 2 weeks ago will be in place in May for students to test accessibly, simply in their home.
Okay, cool. So what you just heard right there is the AP stuff is out. So you know what? Right now, I'm going to give you the download quickly about your AP exam for AP Government that you're with right now. You'll see in the top corner there, it is set for May 11th at 1 p.m. Yes, we got the later dart. Woo! I'll go through all the details, but I just want to make sure you know that it is going to be a 45-minute test. Okay, we do know that, and it's going to be 2 questions, free response. How the flow is going to go, did hear this on it. Your 2 questions are, you're going to have a first one at 20 minutes to do your work. Then you'll have a 5-minute upload time, so you have to upload it within that 5 minutes. Your second one will have 15 minutes to research and do what you need, get yourself ready. Then you will have an additional 5 minutes at that point to upload it. So you basically have 2 5-minute sessions to upload your work for that question. So it's very different, but I'm going to go through everything quickly so I can hopefully answer your stuff. And it will be the same protocol for a lot of the AP exams, but I am speaking specifically about the AP Government one. And if you need any more additional help, go see your AP teacher, your other one, or go see Don Sales, and he can help you with that too. First thing is, they wanted to make sure you knew this, and it was very important that 91% of the students they polled in a study that was representative of everyone taking AP across the U.S., they had a 91% agreement rate that students wanted to take the test. And what they cited is that students feel gypped, like they've worked really hard, they're not going to have prom, they're not going to have their robotics competitions, a lot of stuff, so they want to see it go through full in this one. So they did say it was an overwhelming support, and they did not think it was going to be that high. I see the point in that one. The point is, though, now it is very focused and streamlined, okay? So the test is, you think like, oh, it's going to be amazing. Guys, that's a lot to cover, a lot of stuff that could be asked, and you only have 35 minutes to really create it for each 2. That's going to be a lot of pre-work. So we're really going to work on after April 7th. We're really going to start working hard and making sure we're ready for that. So we are going to do that on it. A couple things to note. So I did write my notes down below, so that's why you're seeing me look down here. First thing is, the test will actually be able to be taken on everything from a tablet to a cell phone to a laptop to any device basically that has internet connectivity, Wi-Fi, you can take it on. The reason why they chose to make it so short is because they want to make it equitable, and they want to make sure that even people that are using a cell phone to take the test writing on it, they're not eating up their bandwidth and they're not eating up all their data in that one, right? That's really, so they're trying to keep it fair. Honestly, it does make it harder being a shorter test like that, but we're going to be fine. We're going to rock with it. Nothing is available to be searched. That was a good point on that one. I'll actually get into that in a second. I do want to highlight, though, UC credits are still going to apply, they said. So if you score a 3, 4, or 5 in this one, they have confirmed that UC credits will be given on it. So regardless if this is a shortened test, if you got a 3 on it, you will still get a 3 credit. If you got a 5, you'll still get a 5. There will be no downgrading because of the shortened length of the test. So that is a positive thing for us to remember on that one. Again, I did mention nothing is available to be searched. So this is an open book, open research platform. So what they were honest with, there's no way you're not going to go do that. So they had to make it to where it's not going to matter whether you search it or not. It may help inspire you, but it's not going to give you the answer, which leads me to my other point. These are not multiple choice questions. So again, they are free response. That means we really have to be ready to answer them in a very inquisitive, inquiry-based fashion on that one. Traditional methods have been thrown out. We do know that. The whole point is they want to make sure that you're getting value, especially for higher education, since with a successful completion of this AP test, you will get college credits. They want to make sure to hold that integrity of higher education in on that point. I already talked about what it is like with the 2 questions, how it is. It is very important to reiterate and make sure you know that you only have those 5 minutes after each question to upload. So for example, you have 20 minutes on the first question and 5 minutes after. So if by the 26th minute you have not uploaded that, you cannot upload it for question 1. It's done. It goes to question 2. So you really do have to pay close attention, and we will work on some things to get ourselves ready for that. They did mention there's a timer on there. You can minimize it or you can keep time yourself. But once you start the exam, your time clock starts from there and everything gets looked at that. So it is going to take a little bit of us to make sure we're doing that on it. Free response, yep, can keep timer. This was actually a really cool one that I really liked and I was pretty amazed by. You can handwrite it, meaning you could handwrite it out, take a picture and submit it. You can cut, copy, and paste. So if you wanted to write it in like Google Docs or something, you could do it there and then paste it over, or you can write it in their internal system. It's totally up to you. It's your choice. However, a lot of you are going to say, oh, cool, I'll cheat, like no problem. I'm telling you, which is none of my students, by the way, because you're all going to be awesome with your own brains, but they did make sure to let us know that this year they are going to crack down on it. And I'm going to tell you the ramifications first and then how they're going to do it. They're saying if you are caught this year cheating on anything, anyone helping you, whatnot, you are going to have all your SAT, PSAT scores for every single university that you've ever applied to. They are going to send out the notice. So even if you're not going to that school anymore, they're going to send it out to everyone that you have sent your transcripts to. So they are forewarning you, do not attempt it because they're going to catch you. They did not say specifically everything, how they're going to do it, because they do want to keep it confidential. And I know from my intelligence career, there are many ways they can do this. I'm not going to tell you them, but they're there. They know what they want to avoid is that you can't use chat rooms, FaceTime, group messages to solve the answers with each other. So they are going to use some applied sciences in this. So they are going to use like Turnitin.com like type of verification measures. They're going to even do handwriting analysis. So they're going to look at your handwriting and see, is it consistent over time? They're also going to have analysis done on, does the logic stay the same over time? So was there a point when clearly someone came in and gave their expert opinion to it, right? Again, that's not everything. They're not going to tell us how it's going to be done. Basically, we're going to see the day of the test, when you open it up, what verification measures look like. But they have said you are going to have free access to be able to go to Google, all that stuff. Point is, don't get caught and don't cheat, because if you do, you are really, really jeopardizing your future. So we don't want to do that on that one. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It is. I'm telling you, everyone this year should be able to get a 3, 4, and 5 because you're all brilliant and we do better at thinking through things, right? A lot of people suffer from the multiple choice because they just don't remember all this stuff, but they do know the content behind it. They know how to answer things. So that's what we're really getting this year. Again, we do know May 11th, so AP testing in general will be from May 11th to May 15th this year, all right? That's non-negotiable. Then they will have makeup exams after June 4th. But May 11th through the 15th is the AP window this year. And like I said at the start, we have been slotted for May 11th at 1 p.m. for U.S. government and politics. I'm really excited. I think we're going to do great. But again, after Daunting is over, we will really start prepping, getting ourselves ready for this. Last thing, too, to really make it whole house for the whole cheating thing that I looked down and I want to just reiterate here. This year, they are actually giving every teacher who teaches AP students the copy of their students' work once they're done. Normally, we don't get that. We only get to see your score. They're going to give us that back this year. And it really comes on us that if we look through it and we see something that's not matching up, we're on the line for it. So if we basically allow you, we see something and we don't say it, we are in jeopardy with our teaching credential as an AP teacher. So you're really putting us in a bind if you do, and we're going to have to say something. So please, I'm asking you, don't do that. And we have plenty of time to get ourselves ready. So again, I'm really confident we can do this. I hope this has helped you be able to see. More is going to come out, but again, we will start this next week before we move on to spring break, getting ourselves ready. Okay, guys? Let's do this. And again, we're all going to pass, and we're all going to get the credit that we need.